So here we have Silverbolt in jet mode. As you can see, and as I've described, he is a fairly good Concorde representation. His biggest letdown for me personally is what can only be described as a robot hanging off the bottom of a jet. Which is surprising that they've never actually addressed this issue, because the Classics Universe release of this, which came out last year, has exactly the same problem and does look like a jet strapped onto the back of a robot. So slight difference, but still the same problem. But overall, if you look from the top, he's actually quite nice. He's well put together, and for a 1986 release toy, fairly well detailed, with some lovely lining around the wing edges. Wheels do roll, which is very nice. Transformation. Tail goes down. This is where you could have a problem if you get an older one. Tail is somewhat flappy. Both wings come up. A little bit of early automorph technology there.
That's just another way of saying the legs don't stay.
Yeah. Again, another problem with using bar joints rather than ratchets, as we found out through Generation 1. Now the legs, here we go again. Feet are very stiff. Very good stiff feet there. I love this gold metallic, well, it's not even paint, it's actually what's the word, electrically charred, I don't know, but it's not paint, which means it doesn't suffer from the same problem as the Beast Wars figures do. It doesn't chip and flake off as badly. It will chip, it will mark. This one is actually in immaculate condition, so despite the fact that there is some yellowing to the actual body, the gold paint is actually very nice. Landing gear up, pointless chest mode down, fists come up. Now the hands are already exposed in vehicle mode, so despite being an extra bit of kibble, I don't really understand why the need is for that and that. I mean, they are just enormous hands. He is handy, massive hand, the flying guru. Top of the plane down, money shot. Oh yeah.
And there's the head.
And there we go. Give him his BFG. Looks like a little plane itself, you see. It's lovely. In robot mode, he actually has some articulation. Nothing at the shoulder, what a surprise. But we have some at the elbow. And
his legs can do some weaky Fred breakdancing.
Yeah, he doesn't.
Something.
We have very little articulation, but it's a G1 toy, what do you expect? Both modes are supremely compromised for the need to be a combiner. You can only feel that if they had focused just on making Silverbolt a character, a toy that would then combine, rather than a combiner that needed to be a toy, it would have been better. Overall though, not too bad.
So Matt, final thoughts then. Personally, I think as a toy he's definitely withstood the time, and yeah, he looks really good in his box. He stands out as a piece for collectors. Yeah, I know it does me. And his actual toy, yes, it is a bit hit and miss in my opinion. The arm kibble, I've got no idea, like you said, why it's like that. And his third mode, Matt, that's just awful. Awful.
The base mode is basically intended so it can join onto Metroplex and Tripticon. The Scramble City combiners could combine with the original base formers. It was pointless, it was unnecessary, and realistic. Okay, it was nice to have a third mode, but why basically try and rearrange parts of a robot and a plane into a third mode and then call it a third mode? Do a third mode completely. You want to do a triple changer, get yourself Sandstorm, get yourself Blitzwing, get yourself Astro Train.
Exactly.
Don't do this guy because he's got 3 modes, because you need all the parts, and to be honest,
unfortunately they did the same thing to the to Onslaught,
yeah,
to Hotspot and to Menasor. They gave them all base modes, and to be honest not a single of them worked. And if you're going to display the guy, either have him as a robot, have him as a plane, but nothing, or have him
as the combiner.
Or have him combine it. Yeah, exactly. I mean,
as soon as you get rid of this gimmick.
He actually looks quite. I mean, let's put his Superior pieces on a second. You know. There you go.
Oh, thank you very much.
Honest. I don't know. It goes down now, does it?
No, it doesn't.
Okay, so that skip that idea. It doesn't work. It hides his head.
Which can only be a good thing. It also hides this enormously elongated body.
It does.
I know for you this works, Jamie.
It does. It always. Most G1 work for me because that's my my favourites.
Unfortunately for me, this is pish. To be honest, mate. The box looks beautiful. I mean, the boxed version looks lovely. He looks complete. You can only see the top of the jet mode, which means you can't see all the outstanding problems with this figure.
Maybe you kibble.
Which you can see in this mode. I mean, he's not bad. He's just not very good. And as all the Scramble City combiners suffer from the same problems, they are severely compromised by being combiners. If you're going to buy them as a set. Buy them to be a combiner. Don't buy them so you can have Silverbolt. But seriously, I mean, the actual toy itself is... I mean, I'm having to hold the guy up. He's not... He does nothing for me. As Superion, he does very little for me. As a Jet, he does little for me. I cannot, honestly, unless you're a G1 collector or lover, I personally can't recommend this figure.
Well, it looks like loggerheads here. Yes, I can see the points of that, but overall, I think as a toy, probably a 6. In his box, I've definitely got to give it a 9 because I think he looks fantastic in his box. I know I'm being a bit biased, but I do. Those are the ones that look absolutely crap. This guy looks fantastic.
As a toy, I mean 2. And in his box, I've got to agree, it does look lovely, so I'll give it a good 6. I just can't forgive what's inside the box.
So what do you say? On average, I'd say 7.
I'd say on average I've just done the best thing possible with him.
Killed him. Anyhow, guys, that's enough from me for now. So this is Magic Man.
And King Grimlock.
Saying see ya.
See you soon.
Bye bye.